Hey, it's the Empire. Don't forget to hit the like button, the subscribe button, and the bell icon for more videos. We taking over. Let's go, champ. Hit that like button, hit that subscribe button right now. Let's go. Hey, it's the Empire. Geobasic Empire. Backs for boxing. Now, man, Deontay Wilder thinks Luis King Kong Ortiz only has 4 good rounds in him, right? Now, this is a really big deal, man. I thought Luis Ortiz was sweating a little hard when he fought that fringe contender when the test went bad before the Deontay Wilder Ortiz fight happened when they were supposed to fight. I thought Luis Ortiz looked a little sweaty, but to say Wilder thinks it only goes 4 rounds is wild, man. Right now, I'm gonna read a quote for you guys. I'm looking to get him out in great fashion. Wilder said, "The longer I keep him in, the more tired he's gonna get." Anyway, Ortiz, he ain't got nothing but 3 rounds in him. I'll give him 4. He's got 4 good rounds in him. Then that's when you see him downfall. That's when you see a downfall in him. So if he can't do anything in them 4 rounds, then it's gonna be the end to him. But I'm looking to come and finish him off in devastating fashion, like I did Bermain Stavern, and going to send a message to Anthony Joshua so he can go on and do what he's got to do March 31st against Joseph Parker. Now, those are some big words from Deontay Wilder, man. Basically, say he's gonna get him out there. He's gonna make a highlight reel of Luis Ortiz, and say what you want about Deontay Wilder, but he does have highlight knockouts, man. He does have some really good highlight knockouts, and saying Ortiz only has 4 rounds in him is dangerous. One thing you don't ever want to do is underestimate your opponent, especially when your opponent's basically had 6 months training for you. So it's gonna be a tough fight for Deontay Wilder. I don't think he knows how technically sound Luis Ortiz is. While Wilder's throwing punches, Ortiz can easily catch him in the middle. So Deontay Wilder, I don't think he knows because Deontay Wilder is obviously the better athlete, but Luis Ortiz he's fundamentally sound. The Cuban style in general is to be fundamentally sound. Most Cubans are known for just their fundamental style in boxing in general. So this is gonna be it's gonna be really good to see this fight, man. It's gonna be definitely a chess match. If you guys watched my video before, I talked about how Deontay Wilder could possibly be at a disadvantage because he's fighting the guy. The guy is doing reality TV shows and he's doing things outside of boxing, and he's not focused on his fight. And he thinks this is just gonna be easy. He thinks the toughest fight in his career. He thinks the toughest fight in his career is gonna be walking the park. So I don't know why he's thinking like that. That's a bad way to think. That's the easy way to get knocked out. So we're gonna see how everything unfolds, man. I know Luis Ortiz is ready. He has a team behind him. So it's going to be really interesting to see how Luis Ortiz handles this and how he responds because, one thing people do they always go back and forth and they always talk trash back and forth. So we're going to see how Luis Ortiz comes out with this. He might just be straight ready for this fight. I haven't heard too much about Luis Ortiz talking about this fight at all. So it's possible that he can just be focused on the fight completely to the point where he's not even talking or anything. And honestly, I haven't heard him speak or anything. So Ortiz can just be focused on the fight completely while Deontay Wilder's over here playing around. But I mean, if let's say Deontay Wilder does get past Luis Ortiz, it can change everything, man. If he gets past him in devastating fashion like Bermain Stavern, there's definitely no excuses for Luis Ortiz. He had plenty of time to train for this. Luis Ortiz has been rumored to be fighting. I mean, he was mandatory for the WBA for years. So, I mean, Ortiz should have been ready for years. So, Ortiz, whoever wins, there's no excuses for no one. People need to give people the credit. If the guy wins, he wins. If he loses, he loses. I think they're both still phenomenal fighters. I don't think no one is, in my opinion, past their prime. So, I think or old, So I think they're both in shape. So we're gonna see how everything unfolds, man. I still think Luis Ortiz is dangerous to be thinking you're just gonna get out in 4 rounds. Usually when you beat technical fighters, the 4 rounds are the most dangerous rounds. And if Wilder thinks he's gonna try to when Wilder has his A game and Luis Ortiz has an A game, I think Wilder shouldn't try to mess with try to mess with Ortiz and at least in the boxing IQ test because those are different levels, man. Cuban fighters in general just have this. They have this ferocity about them. They're just so they make it look easy. You watch any Cuban fighter, make it look easy for the most part. You know, they're mostly just threats. You don't want to mess with them, especially if they have any kind of athleticism to them. And Ortiz, man, he's been training to the point where at this point and at this stage of his career, I think he's had enough time to athletically expand himself to another level, to the point where he's better than he's ever been before. You know, he's been looking in shape lately. I mean, before he fought Wilder, when Wilder hopped in the ring, he looked like he was in pretty good shape. You know, he looked a little big up top, but you know, Ortiz has really good legs. He has really good punching power, and he's there. He knows what he's looking for. So, Deontay Wilder is gonna have. It's really a big deal that he's thinking these things. We're gonna see everything unfold. So let me know how you guys feel about it. Like, comment, subscribe. This is the Empire. Geobasket Empire. Peace. Geobasket Empire.